Hello everyone. Today we have architect Hemlata Budhwar, HOD of Architecture from Marathwada Mitnamandas, Institute of Environmental and Design, College of Architecture, Pune. Hello ma'am, welcome to Thoughts on Education program by College Dunia, where we conduct interviews of dignitaries from colleges or institutes. Before we proceed further, can we have your introduction please?
Hello Ashish, myself architect Hemlata Budhwar, currently head of department at MMIED College of Architecture, Loegaon, Pune. I have totally 17 years of experience, including my professional and academics. When I talk about my education profile, I am basically masters in urban planning and currently pursuing my PhD in architecture from Sushant University. When I look at my past in 17 years of my experience, I had worked with many multinational companies, and due to some personal reasons I shifted, and I would say rather passion towards academics. I shifted 12 years back into academics and worked as a principal in charge and head of departments in various other colleges, and recently from last 6 years I'm here in this institute. And due to my contribution into architecture education, I have been felicitated by different institutes, IIA, in my past. So that's all, Ashish.
Thank you so much for your introduction ma'am. So the first question is, when you first came to the MMIED College of Architecture, what was your vision for the college? Has it evolved and how far along it's in implementing that vision is you?
Okay. When I first came to this institute, which was a new institute established in 2017, so there was a big responsibility as far as there was a growth of the institute. But when I entered this institute and I took the responsibility as a principal in charge at that time, the only vision I thought was the proper growth of the institute, as well as the providing the quality education, knowledge-based education to the students, where they not only have the theoretical knowledge, but also they can gain a practical knowledge and be a successful architects which will compete at national and global level. That was all. And as far as how much it is evolved, I would say not completely, because this is a long process which takes time and it is a continuous process. So I would say 60% has been achieved and still working on the betterment of it.
You have held a key position at an education institute throughout your professional career. What keeps you connected with the educational sector and how has your experience been so far?
Yes, so as far as I told in my introduction, I had been principal in charge and head of departments at various institutes. So obviously something which has been my passion, which I told you, teaching was always my passion and I always enjoyed that. So that kept me connected with the education sector, I would say. And as far as the experience for this institute, I would say I'm very fortunate because the management is very supportive, very senior management, which has always supported us personally for individual as well as the college growth, and which feels like I'm lucky one.
Next question is, being the head of department of Marathwada Mitnamandas Institute of Environmental and Design, College of Architecture, what are your roles and responsibilities?
Okay, so as far as my role and responsibilities are concerned, so if I talk, I'm acting as two different personalities. First of all, I'm an academician. Second, I'm head of department. So there are two different responsibilities which I need to handle at the same time. If I talk about academicians part, I need to make sure to develop and implement proper effective processes which helps the student in learning and development of their education. Secondly, when head of department, I need to be strict at some point, so to maintain the discipline and the proper and to make sure we as a staff, as a faculty, we are putting a proper knowledge based education to them.
Next question is, do you have any extracurricular activities or co-curricular activities or programs to enhance the skills of students or expose them to the real world challenges?
Yes, sure, we have that. As far as the co-curricular activities are concerned, we have always tried to incorporate our subjects with the practical experience. That means hands-on experience. We try to take the practical approach towards our subject and then go to the theory based, which helps the students to improve their understanding in a more better way. And extracurricular activities, we try to make the events which is related to architecture with a fun part. So that is how we think that we plan something different and a unique way every year. And we have different workshops, not the same every year, but we will surely make the activities in a different way. Like, let's say for an example, one time we might take a bamboo workshop for them. One time we might go ahead with the ferro cement. So there are different experiences and activities we plan for the students.
Next question is, how do you ensure that curriculum offered at MMIED College of Architecture is relevant and aligned with industry's requirement?
Good question, Ashish. Actually, this curriculum is based not only at the institute level, but as our institute is affiliated to the State Technological University, which is Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University. So we have to follow the state university norms. But at the same time, I would say the university makes sure the industry requirements has been fulfilled in the syllabus, and every 2 years they try to advance the syllabus by making changes in them. And I would say because I am part of board of studies member, so I work together as a team along with the other members to make sure we fulfill the industry requirements.
So the next question is, what would you like people to know about your college which they may not know?
Okay, so first of all, many people don't know that Marathwada Mitra Mandal has a new institute at Lohgaon, and I think everyone or most of them might be aware of Marathwada Mitra Mandal, who is working very hard from the last 50 years for the welfare of masses, for the students. And I would say that due to their broad-minded and their fulfillment of the education for the students, and their thought process was so good that they thought to go ahead with a new college at Lohgaon campus, which has all the amenities and facilities, good infrastructure, with a huge campus, which is not still, I would say, well known to the students, because many of them are aware about Deccan College, but they still are not very sure about this institute. But I would say they should visit this institute.
Next question is, how do you try to bring in practical approach to a subject and make it industry oriented?
Okay, so as I told few minutes back, so we work on hands-on experience, and we called experts from different fields which will come to the institute and give their practical exposure to the students, as well as we take them to the different site visits, different study tours, which make them more equipped with the practical approach and the requirements of the industry.
So next question is, what are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for Marathwada Mitra Mandal's Institute of Environmental and Design College of Architecture?
Okay, so two different questions I would like to answer. One is higher education in general. So when I talk higher education in general, it's not about I think all the higher education might be facing right now. The biggest challenge will be national education policy, which is actually implemented in 2020, but the confusions about the outcome based in the education and the changes which will occur to the students and everyone is still I think still lacking somewhere. So maybe I think that is the biggest challenge for higher education. And as far as the institute level is concerned, so it's not only that Marathwada college needs to worry about the general thing is that the opportunities in architecture has not been taken care by the student. The youth doesn't know about the possibilities and opportunities in architecture, so they are running towards the different professionals. But looking at the current scenario and the development in India, they really need to understand that there is a huge possibilities and opportunities, and that can be taken care of by the youth.
So next question is, can you discuss any ongoing collaboration or partnership with other education institutions or industry that benefits students from Marathwada Mitra Mandal's Institute of Environmental and Design College of Architecture?
Yes, Ashish. Actually, we have collaborations with the institutes and the industry. Like we have the collaboration with SB Patil, where our students go for the workshops and the lectures which are arranged by SB Patil, and even their students come to the institute for different workshops and seminars what we arrange. Secondly, when we talk about the industry collaborations, we have certain collaborations with the architectural firms and professionals where they come for the placement with in the institute, and they actually give the preferences to our students for the openings. And I would say it has been a very successful collaboration which we tried this year, and we expand from last 2 years. And also, not only regarding the placement, we have some collaborations where the students are required to work on the practical projects with the collaborations with the environmentalists and the people who are working with the NGOs for the groundwater part and different environmental related issues.
Next question is, can you share some success story of your college alumni and how they have contributed to architecture profession?
Okay, so regarding this, our college established in year 2017, and our first batch passed out last year, that was 21-22, and they got their convocation. But I would say we have a 100% success story, because out of our 38 students, we have 7 students who are working, who are doing their masters, some in India and some in abroad. Secondly, 70% of the students are working with reputed firms where they are earning in a very good manner. Some are self-employed, and they are really working out in a better manner. And I would say this would be too early how they have contributed towards architecture profession, but they have just started, and I'm sure they would be succeeding and contributing in the coming future.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable time, and have a nice day.